Well, hello, everybody. So, I was just thinking, what do I need to get on here for today? Like, what is of importance to talk about? I don't know. I guess I'm just having a down and out day, but I don't know. There's so much craziness going on right now in the world, and I'm just like wondering, like, what's important to talk about that I haven't already. There's just a lot of craziness. There's craziness in the news. I mean, I could go on and on that they found out more stuff about Biden, that they have actual video and audio of Hunter saying how horrible his dad is. I could go on and on about that, but does it really even matter? Is it going to change anything? No. I could tell you that every day I go through something that has to do with politics, and I think we all do. I think we all go through something, whether we're listening to the radio, whether or not we're listening to the TV. There's always something on about politics. You really can't get away from it right now because of this whole voting thing. And then you got your COVID, to where nothing makes sense anymore. Like, I can't run an office normal. I can't do normal office things because I might get told on for not doing it properly. And if I'm outside for all to see, then it's displayed. Am I doing it properly? This whole COVID thing, they say it's going to go away after the elections. But is it? I don't know. We'll see, correct? Like, we'll really see. Like, this whole COVID thing has just got us all shut down. We're all locked. Like, I didn't even work today. I made money because I'm a hustler. I mean, I don't let one thing stop me. Like, this whole COVID thing, what's going on with me and my free movement with this COVID thing is it's just shutting me down. I can't do nothing. Everything that I want to do, COVID is stopping. And it doesn't make sense to keep an office anymore. If that makes sense, it doesn't really make sense to. And so it doesn't even seem important to go into work, to go into the office. I didn't even go in today. I mean, I could have, yeah, but for what? Today it wasn't windy, and I was mad at myself all day for not being there, not setting up a canopy because yesterday we couldn't do it. Well, why can't I do it today? It's just that tire game. It's just that whole tiresome game of what you used to be able to do, you can't do anymore, and it just takes a whole bunch of more bull crap to handle anything anymore because it's the COVID is just totally taken over. Being a business owner during this time is horrible because the not even little people can't survive. It's like the medium people can't survive. It's like the big fish are still frying, but it's only because they're like, like Swanson is going into mask making or whatever. Mr. Pillow's making masks and, that kind of stuff. Yeah, those big corporate companies could buy new material to do something else and to make money still. So they're going to be around, but like people like me, it's like, how are they even surviving? There's all these companies out there that are still out there making new commercials saying, oh yeah, this is how you beat the COVID stuff, but I don't really even know if that's even true. It's like, how is that possible that people could pay all this money for this extra coaching that you're going to have to go through for like another 6 months in order to make your first sell? It's like, how do people afford that right now? It's absolutely crazy. I don't see how business is going for anybody right now. Traveling to me seems like the best thing in the world that I could be doing. I could be getting out there more, spreading more awareness of character traits, spreading more awareness of the movement and what we do. I mean, really, character traits are something we all go through. A lot of us, we wake up in the morning and let's say someone in our family has a character trait that in the morning just irks us, and we go to work or we go to school with just this chip on our shoulder because since morning we've been dealing with certain character traits, and then we go to school and we have more character traits at our school, whether it be a teacher we don't like. All of us have teachers we don't like. So it's like we all deal with these character traits all day. But to me, it's like, what's really important? To teach about character traits? Yes, definitely. I need to keep focused, keep teaching about character traits. It's because some people, believe it or not, you guys, we're going to get over this COVID stuff. We're going to get over the COVID. We're going to get past it. We're going to move on. Everything's going to be well. This voter stuff is pretty scary right now, only because both sides are pretty bad right now. Like, if Trump gets another term, there's going to be a lot of people angry. And he's going to continue to drain the swamp. And that means all those people, those politicians that are still in it right now are just going to start to try and impeach him. And it's going to be a whole nother 4 years. And I was telling my fiance, like, I looked forward to Trump's first 4 years to see what he could do. And he's done a lot. He's done an incredible amount of stuff for us. But being so one-sided, the publicity about his accomplishments and how they've made him out to be such a bad person, it's like it's diluted all his good things that he's done. And it's like they're going to do that again. We're going to go through that again. Like, he's going to accomplish all kinds of other amazing things, and they're just going to downplay him and what he's done for us. And it's unfortunate. It's horrible that I'm even saying this, but that's exactly what's going to happen if he gets in office again. Unless it all goes good. But isn't that a fairy tale? Like, if it all goes to him, all Republic House, Republic Senate, him in office again, that is the only way that he's going to get anything accomplished. Ever. If it doesn't go that way, he won't get nothing accomplished. And that's what I don't look forward to. I looked forward to his first 4, but although I may want him to win still, I'm not looking forward to it because it's just going to be another 4 years of fucking hell. And I know that's what a lot of people are saying right now too, but it still doesn't make me not want to vote for him. It still does not make me want to not put him on. It just means I'm uncertain of what's going to happen. And then if he doesn't get in, and Harris gets in, because it's not going to be a Biden presidency, it's going to be a Harris presidency. After very short amount of time, the Nancy Pelosi and everyone's going to turn on Biden and say that he's incompetent at the presidency, and they're going to give it over to Harris, and Biden's going to give it to her. Okay, that's what I say happens if Biden gets in. It's going to be a Harris presidency. That's what everybody wants, is her in. They don't care about Biden. What does that mean? What, I'm going to have to relearn a lot of stuff because I don't know what their dreams are and what their prospects are, like about having a social whatever. It's like, ooh, boogeyman is what I think of it, but I don't know exactly what it is. It's like, to me, it sounds like the Jetsons, like flying saucers and houses in the air and us living on Mars, and the future. It's what the way of the future is what I think the Democrats want, but I don't know if they're trying to force it on too soon. I don't know what's so bad about it, what's so good about it. Like, I don't know if it is possible, but I'd have to learn a new way, and I would respect whatever president goes in there. Even if I don't agree with them, I would still respect them, because that's what I would do. But I don't know how things are going to be after we are able to vote. We'll just see how the character traits will behave and stuff on that. I don't know. I'm looking forward to traveling, though. That is one very good thing that's going to come out of this. I'm going to be traveling, and I've always said I wanted to travel, but then I got in trouble, and that prevented me from traveling. But I'm going to be able to travel now, and that's exciting. That's very exciting, because I get to get out and talk to people. I've always said I know all the character traits around me, even though I'm going to Missouri, I'm going to Arkansas, even though there's people from Arkansas out here. There's people from Missouri out here in California. But I don't know a mass amount of people from Missouri. Like, you would meet one or two in your life, and you think wonderful things about them because you're not around them 24/7. You don't know the downfalls of someone who's from Missouri, what they go through. So you don't know the downfalls of those character traits. I need to watch them. I need to be exposed to them, so I know exactly what I'm doing if I'm speaking to people out there. They're just gonna look at me like I'm a stupid city slicker. So I look forward to it. Because of this COVID thing, I probably wouldn't be looking forward to it as much as I do now, because of this COVID thing. It's like, really, seriously, what does my business have to do down here? There's so much bull going on right now, and our recession needs to get back. We all need to get back. So right now, maybe what I'm planning on doing for the next 4 to 6 months is probably the best thing for me, because this whole COVID thing has just got everybody just running hoops, and I'm just not willing to do them. I was at first. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. We'll get the masks, we'll get the thermometers, we'll get this, we'll get that. But now it just, I don't know. We'll see, right? But other than that, you guys, I have a lot of brothers and sisters, okay? So all of us have different character traits. My older sister, she's more of a caretaker. She's more like a caretaker character trait. She's like my nana of all of us siblings. And then there's me. I was a stripper for like 20 years. Not 20 years, I lied. For like a long time. Like 11, 12 years. I was a stripper, and I was self-employed after that. I've never been one to like work for the man, and like I've never been one to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I have. I worked for Michael's as an event coordinator, and I've worked for schools, and I was a teacher for a long time. So yes, I have conformed to society, but most of my life I haven't liked society. Like my sister Renee, my older sister, has a house. She's like a doctor of eye I care. She's pretty much built herself into what society is doing. I'm not. I'm living out of society. I do go into society to talk to people, to work, whatever, mingle, whatever. But when I leave, I like to go out to the woods, sleep out there. I don't, one day I wish to have a bunker and a boathouse. Like, that's my norm. My norm is to have a bunker with a grow underneath so I could do my own fruits and vegetables, and I can have a bunker so I could be safe forever from any stupid people making decisions that I'm part of because I'm in society. And then my little sister. My little sister is the smarty pants. She's like total smartness. But she's the lost one right now. Like, she's not out there, but she's, still struggling. I didn't think any of us would have a midlife crisis, but I believe that's what she's going through right now. Not to talk about anybody's situation, we all have issues. We all still deal with our issues. But, out of my family, my little sister is the one that's dealing with her demons right now, or whatever. She's got her issues right now. My sister Renee, not so much. Me, I beat up and I tackle my problems. But for her, she needs a little more help right now. And my brothers are doing really good right now. One of my brothers, I just seen him where he worked the other day, and we were talking, and it was crazy. He was at his work, and he's my little brother. But and then I have my other brother, and he's got like a gang of kids. Like, he's got like tons and tons of them. So it's like, and then I got a little sister. So my family is huge, but we all are different, and we all have different character traits. We all love each other, though. Couldn't say anything bad about any of them. They're all very special to me. My mom, she's stubborn as an ox, but she's a very class A woman, and we all love her and are angry at her sometimes at the same time, but she could probably say the same thing about us. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I just sometimes wonder, like, just a little bit ago, I was like, what am I going to talk to you guys about today? What's of relevance? What's important? Like, all day, I stress about my business. I stress about this whole voting thing. It's like separated so many people. It's ruined so many families. I worry about just how to get back to normal after this COVID thing, even though it's pretty much done. Like, I don't want to say, oh yeah, it's over, and then we're still getting it. It's not over if we're still getting it, if there's not a vaccine that everyone can easily access. Those who are gonna die from it, if there's not a vaccine easily to access, then yeah, that's still horrible. But we're getting there, really close now. So pretty soon this whole COVID thing is going to be a thing of the past. But how do we get back to normal? I don't know. And is this whole COVID thing going to bring about new character traits? I know this COVID thing is going to be used by some character traits, like the poor woe's me. That's mostly a girl trait, but that could be a guy trait too. Unfortunately, nowadays guys do play that role too. But pour me on, some people are going to milk the system because of the whole COVID thing. Oh, yeah, it's my downfall. I need help now. So even people who didn't get it, I'm not talking about people who have it, or just, people are going to use it to their advantage, regardless of who it affected or whatever. There's definitely going to be that. There's definitely going to be people that use it, and I wonder if that's like going to be a new trait, or a new trait's going to develop because of this whole COVID thing, and because of like this whole voting thing. Like, Trump really said he's going to drain the swamp, and he said, I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know it was that deep and that, that many people in it. But he's uncovered so much stuff. It's like, what is our FBI anymore? What is it? CIA, FBI? If there's so many dirty people out there that are in right now in our whole politics and stuff, and FBI people were supposed to like really believe and trust, like, after this it's gonna get swept up under the rug. If Biden wins, you're never gonna hear about it again. If Trump wins again, you'll actually hear about it more. It won't be swept under the carpet. If Trump wins, you're going to hear about all the dirt that comes out about Obama's involvement. If Trump does not win, you'll never know the full truth of Biden and Obama's dirt that they did right before Trump got into office. I mean, I know there's a lot there, and I don't think that they knew it was going to get caught up like this, but it did. They caused so much confusion and turmoil within just all of the whole political aspect of just everything. They just threw so much into it. The Democrats have just totally destroyed so many parts of it. But of course, on that side, they're going to say, no, it wasn't the Democrats, it was the Republicans. It's like I swear it's a tit for tat game. It's like, they say the Republicans are horrible, they say the Democrats are horrible. I know they're teaching it in schools differently now. When my daughter was talking to me about, she's learning history in school, in college right now, and the way she was telling me about some of these people, she was explaining it as in character, like who these people were really, like what they really did. Like, really? Seriously? Like, she said, in school they're teaching her that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, but he only did it because he wanted to be president. And so he became president, and then he freed the slaves. I don't know exactly how that went, but that's kind of how she put it, that's the only reason why he freed them. But he put caps on it, like, oh, but they're not better than white people or whatever. I don't even know. But the way that she was explaining it to me was not the kind of history. It was kind of like the gossip of history. It wasn't like real history, like the stuff that I didn't care about learning in school because it was just boring. But it was actual history. I don't know. It's like everything is just changing. Like I heard one of the Democrat politician ladies saying that like she was changing the dictionary, the wording, the verbiage, the definition of what some wording was that our new judge lady was saying. And I just thought, man, they're even trying to change the way our minds think with dictionary words, like trying to tell us what something is by just changing the whole meaning of something. Like, I didn't know that they were allowed to do that, but that's what's going on. It's like, what is reality anymore? Is reality what they're making it to be? I don't even know. I mean, I do watch some Ancient Aliens, and now I do believe, and the astronomers believe too, that we are products of alien doing experiments and making us people. So I don't know. Yeah, there's just so much coming out right now, just to learn about and everything. But yeah, I gotta say, what we're going through right here these days doesn't make you really want to fight for much. It's like, I feel like I'm in limbo. I feel like I'm not supposed to think anything until after the election. Not supposed to worry about nothing. What am I supposed to plan? Well, we got a motorhome, so if any shit pops off, we're just gonna get in our motorhome and drive. So, I mean, I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm on pause. I'm on pause until after the election. I'm on pause right now because of COVID, and they say that it's going to end after the election. So is it really? So I'm like waiting. I'm on pause right now, and it's like so unfair that I'm on pause, but I am. It's like stupid, really, but it's kind of like what it is. We are all on pause. None of us can really live. None of us can really do nothing. We can't plan nothing. Because if you plan something, then they could just lock you down again. It's like if Biden gets in office, we're locked down again. If Trump gets reelected again, we're all out. But then that means there's going to be a chance we might all be getting it more, which means more bullshit media coverage. So I don't know, but it's a circus. It's a circus, and we're about to just watch it. You're all about to watch it with me, and it's just crazy, but that's just the way things go. That's just the way it goes. You just gotta roll with the punches, correct? I don't know. So, yeah, I guess that's what we talked about tonight, was just uncertainty. You never know. And it's funny because all these people who have our lives just on hold, they all got character traits. What do those character traits to you look like that are holding our lives on, putting our lives on hold right now? To have that kind of power over us is crazy. But I feel like as far as I'm in society, that's what I have to deal with. I hate society. That's why I hate society. That's why I don't want to live in society. I don't want to go by society rules. I have to if I'm living in society. That's what I will say. I have to. So I look forward to not living in society. I love to get away. Anytime I can, I'm just going to love to get away from it all. But as long as I'm not doing something like, I could say, all right, if I was just an author, let's say I gave up everything else and just was an author and did books after books after books after books and nonstop, paid for someone to do my media coverage and paid someone to advertise for me and just did books all day long, I would never have to go out in society. I could stay locked up in my motorhome and never leave and never talk to nobody, and I would be fine, okay? I would not be alone because I would have friends in my head in all my books.